Oh, mercy. This is my first drink of the day, the first cocktail of the day. Slouch, how you do, Buckaroos? How the heck are you? And Merry Christmas. If you celebrate such things. If not, well, then happy whatever the hell you celebrate. Makes no difference to me. I'm not going to get excited. My wife found me this really nice Angel's Envy coupe. It says Angel's Envy on it. Maybe I got it tilted the wrong way. There we go. Let me get to the front there. There we go. You can see Angel's Envy. I'm guessing it was probably a taster glass because it's a little smaller than your standard coupe. But I've been dying to use it, but I didn't have any Angel's Envy, so I've had this for a few months now, and I finally got around to getting some Angel's Envy because I don't buy a lot of mainstream products. I try to stay with the small guys, but when I have the proper glass, I have to use it. So I did find this Angel's Envy finished rye whiskey finished in Caribbean rum cask. It is at 100 proof. Let me show that to you. Fingers there. So what I've done here is a more or less a standard Manhattan, right? I use the rye, the Grassotti sweet vermouth, and I didn't reinvent the wheel on this one either as far as the bitters are concerned, because I like to use a lot of different bitters. This one I just used the Peychaud's because I really prefer them over the Angostura. I know that's going to cause some fuss, and it is a little slightly different aromatic and flavor, but I just prefer them, especially in a Manhattan. But I have some other bitters that I'll use later into the season there, because I've got cranberry bitters and all kinds of things to make more of a holiday old fashioned. But here I just wanted to make a classic. I mean, Manhattan. I think I said old fashioned, but I meant to say Manhattan. Classic Manhattan. But I have an idea for other cocktails with this particular rye. So I haven't decided if I want to add to this video with just a few cocktails or just the Manhattan. But anyway, I did want to start for my first cocktail with this particular whiskey with a classic standard Manhattan, right? Not reinventing the wheel. The rye, the sweet vermouth, and appropriate bitter. So sláinte. Oh. Again, Merry Christmas to all that celebrates. I hope you're having a nice Christmas out there. Other holidays going on. We just had Festivus, such as it is. Of course, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, various pagan festivals, Yule, solstice, hell, I don't care. For the time being, we're all free to celebrate what we like. We might as well take advantage of that while we still can. I am a classic cocktail guy. For me, the Manhattan is the classic cocktail. It is my personal favorite, although I do enjoy an old-fashioned every once in a while. I always go back to the Manhattan. And almost every cocktail that I design or copy or whatever uses the Manhattan as a template. Most cocktails don't need more than 3 ingredients. Some of these folks are just trying way too hard. You got this, just to get to a specific flavor, using 5 ingredients to get somewhere when 2 or 3 would have done it. And I get it. I mean, to a point, I suppose. I mean, you got various bartenders, mixologists, or whatever fancy name they want to call themselves these days, trying to make their mark, so they want to do these crazy things that are hard to implement. I'm always going to be that 3-ingredient guy. I love being a bartender. I enjoy coming up with cocktails, but I just think some of these folks are trying way too damn hard, making it more complicated than it needs to be. So I'm going to let them do their crazy ass shit. And and I'm going to enjoy being the old guy that just keeps doing the classics. Or variations of, let me say that, yeah. I love to do variations of the classics. Gosh, that is delicious though. There is something, I go for a while and not have a Manhattan, then I make myself one and go, oh my gosh, that's just tasty. Just such an easy cocktail to make, but so easy to get wrong too, right? It's like brewing a Pilsner as opposed to brewing a 6-ingredient adjunct ale. It's not hard to do, but if you screw up, and it's the same thing with a 3-ingredient cocktail. Yeah, if you make a mistake, folks are going to know. You got to have that right balance. It's got to balance just right. You got to have that right chill on the glass. You got to have your cocktail chilled properly. There are little components that make a difference. Now you can see that Angel's Envy in there if you couldn't see it before. There we go. Anyways, I digress. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and a good guy, Slatcha. Alright, how you do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? It's part 2, again, using the Angel's Envy Rye. I wanted to do just a classic Manhattan with it. Then I wanted to do something else, more festive, right? More in line with Christmas. Or at least holiday spirit, let me say it that way. And staying in line with what I do. 3 ingredients. So again, I'm using the Angel's Envy Rye. This is at 100 proof. It is a rum cask finish. Caribbean rum cask, I should say. But yeah, I decided to go a different direction with this. So using the Manhattan as a template, as most of my cocktails are. So I'm using that rye. And then the second ingredient, or the one that really shapes the cocktail, is I've used some white creme de cacao. And then cocoa bitters. I kept the cherry garnish. So we got like a chocolate cherry kind of theme going on. It's very nice. Tastes like a Tootsie Pop. It's like a chocolate Tootsie Pop. Yeah, it really does. Wouldn't lie to you. Anyway, once again, Merry Christmas to y'all. It's not the happiest Christmas for my wife and I, or any of our family for that matter, but we're trying to get through. So it has been harder for me to get into this character, the beer whisperer, the whiskey whisperer, trying to be this upbeat person all of the time. It just gets exhausting. But I'm grateful for a lot of things. My wife, daughter, son-in-law, granddaughter. But a lot of friends have really, I don't know that I've ever been in this place in my life where I've had this many friends willing to do so much for me. And I'm humbled. I'm humbled and in awe of certain folks. You always have those fair weather friends that say they're there, and then when you're in a situation that they're not. But man, I've had so many friends just step up way beyond. I'm just in awe and humbled of how many people have really helped us and our family and our daughter and son-in-law through this time. It does make you aware, though, of those that are there for you. Slowed down my social media presence. I haven't been doing as many videos, staying off of others' programs. Having to take a step back. But I am trying to, cope the best we can on this particular Christmas. It's been a difficult one. We had some folks that invited us out on Christmas Eve, and we actually wanted to go. Both my wife and I did, but when it came time, I knew we wouldn't be able to. I mean, I told them the day before, I don't think so, because it was just bringing up a lot of anxiety for both of us. So we opted to stay home on Christmas Eve. But again, I mean, friends that step up, it was nice that they didn't do it. They did it so we wouldn't be alone if we didn't want to be. To be around people that cared about us. And that meant a lot to both my wife and I, which is why we really wanted to go in. For a minute there, tried to, but we just couldn't. It's a nice, comforting fireplace cocktail. Again, giving you that hint of chocolate without going over the top. Because this rye is it's 100 proof rye with that rum cask finish, it lends itself well to that other ingredient, right? It lets you feel that chocolate without it taking over that rye. So you feel that rye, and you even feel that rum cask, but then you got that chocolate note that's just right there. So anyway, this is absolutely gorgeous. I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all around good guys. Salute you.